Back to my channel, guys. It's your boy Ryan here, and I'm back with another video. A little laggy right there for a second there. This is being reported by USA Today. At least two dead after tornado slammed North Texas over the weekend. Now, the situation with this is there's been a lot of tornadoes breaking out, especially across Oklahoma. I think the EF4 stayed on the ground for at least 30 minutes in Oklahoma. I think injuring only 10 people. No fatalities were reported from that. But I do expect later on to this week, and especially earlier next week, we could have potentially a severe weather outbreak break across new states, including Louisiana, Mississippi, parts of western Tennessee, and parts of Arkansas as well. And I will include eastern Texas as well, seeing some severe weather. But regardless, it's going to be a quite interesting week. Starting tomorrow, actually, as I'm filming this video, there is tornado warnings ongoing in Missouri. And then we also do have tornado watches issued all the way into Illinois. So regardless, it's going to be a quite interesting situation that happens in the United States as these tornadoes ramp up. Now, we are supposed to expect it to have, from what I saw, a below average hurricane season, or at least average hurricane season. But don't let your guard down. Even though it's not high, we could still see a hurricane hit Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Mississippi, Alabama. Let's see. What's another state that's prone to them? Louisiana, Texas. It just takes one tornado that can change your life forever. Now, we all know what happened about Hurricane Helene that hit North Carolina. Well, after it went through Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, it came into the mountains of North Carolina, and to this day they are still recovering. There is documentaries on that tornado, well, not tornado, hurricane that happened. Again, till this day, people are still recovering in western North Carolina from Hurricane Helene. Luckily, it bypassed us here on the coastal part of the state, but it probably would have been better if it actually hit us. Just for one reason, we're probably more prone to those infrastructure, well, maybe have better drainage. Infrastructure probably ain't the best for drain-wise. They are working on that, especially in the Outer Banks, to help with flooding and stuff like that, because it's literally an island that sticks out from the state, but it's still part of the state of North Carolina. But regardless, it probably would have been better versus going up into the mountains of North Carolina, where it's more like definitely hilly, going up and down, higher elevation, and getting pounded with heavy rain, hurricane force winds, and just flooding. I mean, it's just crazy. Every county in North Carolina was impacted by this hurricane that hit the mountains. But regardless, the mountains took the cake for this. So again, I'm not going to hold you guys too long, but this is being reported by USA Today. At least 2 dead after tornado slammed North Texas over the weekend, which was yesterday. Sunday, April 26, 2026 is when tornadoes actually hit the ground in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, it actually was 25th, so it was actually on Saturday. But at least 2 people were reportedly killed, and multiple homes were destroyed after tornadoes ripped through Texas over the weekend. Again, at least 2 people were reportedly killed, and multiple homes were destroyed after tornadoes ripped through Texas over the weekend. And the article continues to read, a strong supercell moved through North Texas on April 25th, producing 2 tornadoes in Wise and Parker counties, according to the National Weather Service in Dallas. So Wise and Parker County, there was supercells producing tornadoes in those 2 counties right there. Pretty sure it was more counties included eventually, but regardless, 2 people was killed from these tornadoes, and multiple homes were destroyed. 1 person died in both Wise County and Parker counties, though the National Weather Service noted that one of the deaths was associated with very strong winds, and the person was not in the tornado's path. So at least 1 died, looked like, from a very strong winds, and it was not even in the tornado's path. That is crazy. Now, I mean, it's been an active weather season already across the United States. Just a few weeks ago, back in March, actually, there was a tornado that touched down in my city. There was an apartment right across the street from them, but luckily the tornado impacted a building that had nobody in it, from what I read, and destroyed that building, and did not go across the street into apartments. But on up the road into another area, there was a tornado that destroyed a bank, and then there was just multiple tornadoes breaking out across eastern North Carolina. So regardless, it's going to be an active tornado season, possibly. Just the southeast is dealing with a drought, severe to extreme drought, especially in the Carolinas and Florida, Georgia, who is currently experiencing wildfire conditions as well. And one of the mayors out of Florida and Georgia, said they're gonna need at least 8 to 10 inches to be able to walk away from these wildfires that is currently burning in those states. So regardless, it's going to be an interesting season, especially as we get more hot, more into the summer, It's gonna be pretty hot. Sorry you guys for the background, kids getting out of school right now, so obviously they're gonna be yelling and stuff like that and playing, but regardless, it's just gonna be an interesting weather season this year. Now, we did have rain just yesterday, April 26, 2026, for the Carolinas. Now, it was just enough to get rid of the fire danger for certain areas. Some areas got up to an inch of rain, some got just less of that, some got spotty showers, but regardless, it was just enough for some counties to be from fire danger temporarily. We will still remain under, all 100 counties remain under severe or extreme drought regardless. So I mean, it was not enough at all. We're gonna need significant amounts of rain. Hopefully that rain can make its way into the Carolinas sometime this week, this weekend, or early next week if severe weather do break out across Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. We need that to head east and try to make a little curve northeast into the Carolinas, and hopefully weaken just a little bit, because they were trying to show nasty flooding potentially according to the GFS and European models sometime this weekend or early next week for areas like New York City, and we know they are prone to flooding, especially in the subways as well. They're more equipped for winter weather, blizzards and stuff like that, versus the southeast ain't really equipped for that. I mean, North Carolina has snow plows, Mississippi has snow plows, I think Georgia do, but you're seeing snow plows really in Florida. They're not going to really have that. They're just going to have infrastructure to withstand hurricanes and tropical storms, well, high-end tropical storms and major hurricanes that impacts the state, because Florida is the #1 state in America known for hurricanes. Coming in second, I think Georgia, third, South Carolina, fourth is North Carolina. We can include Virginia. We cannot forget about Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Texas, who is also prone to hurricanes along its Gulf side. So reading more into this article, both tornadoes hit the region after 9 p.m. local time on April 25th and have been categorized as EF1 after winds estimated at 105 miles per hour and EF2 for winds estimated at 130 miles per hour, according to preliminary damage survey results by the National Weather Service. In addition to the deaths, 6 people were treated for injuries and dozens of families have been displaced, reported NBC DFW. So regardless, I think that's the end of the article. Rolling, I think we're rolling. Looks like we're rolling. Yep, my recorder decided to stop me as I was in the middle of a sentence, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video for you guys. But regardless, this is going to be an interesting weather season, especially across the Midwest, and as these fires continue to spread across Florida and Georgia, prompting air quality alerts over the weekend for Saturday, April 25th, for the Carolinas, but eventually that was wiped away for any smoke because of the rain and stuff. But eventually I would not put it past air quality alerts being issued back in the Carolinas sometime this week if we don't get any rain and those wildfires continue to spread. We do need those rain showers and storms to go all the way further south into southeast Georgia and northern Florida to get rid of that those wildfires for most of them, and also you can just wash out completely, not causing like significant flooding, but just enough rain for Florida and Georgia to get rid of that drought and the Carolinas. So if it works out in that favor, it'll be golden if that happens, but it probably won't happen. Mother Nature has a mind of its own. So with that being said, it's your boy Runday out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, be notified each and every time your boy upload a new video. And now it's your boy Runday out.